Do you want to hear something scary? Do you? Because I tell you, this is not for the faint of heart. It's real. This story is real. Now, in the early 1970s, there was a TV series that was known as Seinfeld. The show was a comedy series and ran on Cartoon Network for 9 seasons. But despite the show being a comedy, there is a lost episode which was anything but funny. I managed to track down this episode while looking at eBay, and I managed to buy it on VHS. Oh God, I wish I didn't buy that VHS tape. I put it in my DVD player. I turned on the TV. It started as normal. It started completely normal. There was blood all over the screen, screaming noises, hyper-realistic eyeballs coming out of the screen. The whole room started shaking. I saw Jerry Seinfeld. He was in his apartment and he said, "You know, I think I'm gonna kill myself." And so then he got a knife. And he got a knife, and then he started to stab the TV in his apartment, and he started screaming. And then George came in and he started screaming, Jerry, I'm gonna kill myself. Jerry, the devil, he's real." And then Kramer came in, and then they all started strangling each other. And then George started crying, and they all started crying in hyper-realistic eyes. And I saw them. It was so realistic. It felt real. I could feel it. It was real. I saw them crying on screen, and I was watching the TV screen, and they were crying. And then Kramer came in, and he said, Jerry, we are the ones who are in the darkness. We are the ones who came from hell. And I was like, I can't believe it. This show was telling me this. And then I kept watching, and Newman came in, and he had a knife. And then he pulled out a 12-gauge Remington, and he blew his own head off. And I was crying at this point. I tried to turn the TV off, but it didn't turn off. And I kept watching. I thought maybe the episode was glitching or something, but it wasn't glitching. It was all real. And then after that, Jerry pulled out an AK-47, and then he shot Newman's dead body. And then Elaine came in, and she was screaming, and she had hyper-realistic blood all over her. And then George started screaming and crying, and he pulled out a 12.15 gauge double-barrel shotgun. And then he got the shotgun, and he shot Jerry's head off. And blood came out, and it was so realistic. And then Kramer started screaming, and they started fighting. And Kramer pulled out a katana blade, and he cut open George, and George's dead body came alive. And his dead body pulled out a 45-millimeter shotgun, and then he shot Kramer, and Kramer died. And then they all jumped out of a building, and then a black screen came on the screen, and it said, "We are the ones who knock." And I was so scared at this point. I screamed, I shat my pants. I called for my mom, but they were all dead. I went outside, my whole family was dead. I went into the city, but everyone was all blood. It was all blood everywhere. And I saw a note on the TV screen, and it said, "Seinfeld, it's real." And then I died. I am now part of the devil's entourage. I'm telling you this from hell on my computer. Don't watch Seinfeld, because if you do, you don't know what Jerry is really thinking. Thank you, and goodbye.